Welcome to Edith Finch. I've heard a lot of stuff about this game, a lot of it good. So we're just hopping right in, I guess.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
So, I've heard a lot of good stuff about this game.
I lived here until I was
I also
11,
heard
but I wasn't
it's very
allowed
short.
inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I have got to say, this is really cool.
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
What's down here? Secret passage? Hell yeah. Sorry if you hear my little brother in the background.
The truth is,
he's playing.
even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So,
The woods around the
This is
house have
weird.
always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I like the scenery in this game so far. This is interesting. So I'm guessing I inherited a truck as well. Truck.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I mean, who wouldn't be afraid of the house? House is like 5 stories tall. That's a bit unnerving. I'm gonna walk up this. Why not? No need to. I'll like steps, creepity steps, creepity steps. Oh, that's cool. I can see myself.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
This is pretty cool. So now I have to find another entrance. Maybe the garage? Garage? I'm cool. Or maybe the back door. This is so good.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
That's not creepy.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot
Cool.
easier when I was 11.
Ooh, I wonder what kind of car this is. I love cars. This is really cool.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
This is amazing.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
This is
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, what you described is horrifying, lady. And front door.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What happened, Finch?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
This is not the room I have a key for. Let's go over here. Ooh, this seems interesting.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh my god.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
That's cool.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, what? This is cool. I have other games like this I would like to play, because I've heard this is a relatively short game, but like, God,
After
I'm
Milton
enjoying it
disappeared,
a lot.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is a bathroom. This.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh dear God, that's sad. Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
That's, wow. This game is so gorgeous.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Oh God.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Wonder why. I'm gonna see what this is first.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Damn. Alright, let's check out this room.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
What? What? Okay, that's really cool. This room is so tiny.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So this is Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
This is cool.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Pardon me. Storm.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
It's late. Go to sleep.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, sure. That works.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Get back here, bird. I'm coming for you, bird. I'm coming for you.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Birdie, get back here. I'm coming
I
for
jumped
you.
and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Oh, you're a cat, that's why.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard
That is
teeth nibbling
cool.
the grass.
Oh my god. What in the world is going on?
Rabbits.
Whoa. I really see the rabbits. Ah.
Imagine this face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something
Ew. If I find a dog, I swear to God, I'm
a
done.
mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit. Not a rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Nom nom nom. I have no idea what's going on. Go Sharky boy, go Shark boy, go. Go Shark girl, go Shark girl. This is actually a girl.
I rolled off
Not
the cliff
me.
and into the ocean.
Not in the car.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
This is cool. Fish.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Hey, Craig.
Okay.
Nice. Fly, okay?
Where'd the seal go? Stop.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
This is
I was
amazing.
big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Okay, this is cool.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Well, no. I'm probably an octopus right now.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Guys,
Oh.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was weak. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Wow.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Alright. So next we're going to Barbara. I guess.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
This
So,
is
when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
boys, could you please be quiet?
Lenny, stop.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oh. Oh.
It was a pretty big trace.
Okay, this is...
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. hidden in this book.
Huh.
Sven
Wow.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
This is cool.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
This is Fort Calvin. Oh God.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is weird. No!
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The
Stop.
thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh dear.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
or maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh God.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh God, that is upsetting. Upsetting spaghetti.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh God. Oh God.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, that's interesting. This room is, this house is like
The passages were a
made
pretty
of
tight fit.
so many passages.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh God. I want to explore
Growing up,
everything.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Wow.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is interesting.
Guys, gonna lay down.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Yes. Interesting.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
What? Leave me alone.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She played her part beautifully.
Retrace Edith's steps.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. Vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream. And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ooh, a bad pun.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Only the first
Hey guys, I'm back, so we're going Oh, yeah, Barbara's door is glued. Well, now we look for a book. Booky book. Or we can just go back in here. This also works.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Well,
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I mean, it's obvious.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Well, this should be interesting. I gotta say, this game is like amazing so far. This is bound to be very interesting. Catapult. I want this. Give me.
Hi.
Sit.
Mom said the
Then-
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
This is
I know it's out there
interesting.
somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Especially the food.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That was... Wow.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
What in the world?
You can't!
Leave the dog alone. Drop it, drop it. Uh-oh, I want it to go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Stop! Okay.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Wow.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
I read that. What? Good house. No house.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness in madness. Any of it seems possible.
What? How? So do I just keep going?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
This is
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wow.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Aw.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I didn't see Sven's yet. Sven's story.
I'm sure Odin's
Probably
monument
missed
had been
something.
Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Stop!
Come back.
Stop it!
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. This is sad.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Oh god, that is sad. I didn't hear about them yet.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, that. Ah, right here.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
I have it. Give me all your money, okay? Give me all my money. Why you do that?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
No lunch.
You'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of him.
Dad.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh!
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Kill you.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
Oh,
They
God.
both lost a lot.
That's your baby.
Damn it, I'm doing something. What the hell? Alright, before we look at this, I need to go do something, so I'll be back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a bit, this was sad, but I hope you enjoyed.